Good evening, everyone. My name is Kira Westwick, and I'm so excited to be sharing tonight's event of a beautiful group of women who are going to share their stories on how our amazing business opportunity has completely impacted their life in so many ways. I'm going to share my story at the end of how I went from like the most introverted, shy person in the world, just being a mum, to someone who has found my voice, created financial independence, and completely changed the life of my family. And we're going to hear from some other gorgeous women that I've been able to work with over the past few years, who have been part of my journey, and I've been a part of theirs, and it's just been the most incredible experience. It's actually, we all came together through an incredible product and program. The product is called Juice Plus, and our program is called the Juicy Body Transformation Program. And basically, this is a completely whole food-based product, just fruits and veggies, safe for the whole family, which is what got us mamas interested in the first place. And the program is a family-friendly program as well. But tonight is about how the business has impacted our lives. So I want to head straight to one of my main girls, Simone. She's just absolutely gorgeous, and I just love her story. She may have her little ones crawling all over her, but that makes it even more perfect. Are you there, Simone? Do you want to bring yourself off mute, hun?
Hello, Kira. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I actually got really resourceful tonight because my husband's working away. So I've come over to a girlfriend's house, and she has all three of my children in the next room at her house. So
that's so nice of her.
But thank you so much for having me on tonight. Yeah, I knew Kira. I used to work for her and her lovely husband, Adam, at a PT studio. And yeah, I was introduced to this business by her. I just saw what a beautiful impact she was making through health and nutrition. And I was a personal trainer and food coach at the time. So at first it was the health side of things, and I just really wanted to share my message of good health. But then it just became so much more. I didn't actually even realize what a shell of a person I had become. I really realized when I started this business, I had lost like passion and purpose for life. I'd just had my baby girl. She was my second baby. I've got three now, but she was 2 weeks old. And I just remember feeling so lost and empty, and just my husband was so supportive and amazing, but I always just felt that burden on my shoulders that I wasn't contributing financially. So that really played a huge role on my self-worth as well, or lack of, I should say. So I took the leap of faith, and I just honestly, I can't even begin to explain to you what a huge difference it has made in my life. Just from earning, like $1,200 to $1,500 a month, because I've just built this authentically and organically. It's never been my intention for now to work, to put 100% into this. It will in the future, but for now my number one role is being a mum to three little girls. So I just do this literally in stolen mum life. My husband works away, so I'm on my own, and I just do this in stolen little moments throughout the day, and just to have that little bit of money coming in each month, and it's just been consistent. It's just done so much for my self-confidence, my self-worth. My husband, our relationship has just flourished. I'm a better mum. It's just, it's very hard to put into words just what a tiny little thing, like earning $1,500 a month can do to your life, including the amazing community that I have met through this business. So I'm just so blessed. I'm just filled. My gratitude cup is so full and overflowing every single day, because I get to link arms with the most beautiful women, and also contribute to my family financially, which I know will only build over time. So it's just, I'm so grateful.
Thank you. You remind me, I was having a chat with one of my mummy friends the other day, and she was sharing that sister, who is a very successful person in what do you call it? I don't know. I haven't been in the workforce for so long, but she's basically a lawyer, and she works and earns about $200,000 a year. But they worked out after childcare expenses in Sydney, she makes about $14,000 a year. Like, does that not just blow your mind? And to think that when you're just a stay-at-home mum and you just want that little bit of financial freedom, and that's what this is for some mums, what you would have to do to leave the home to create that extra stream of income rather than being present with your kids and those stolen moments. So such a beautiful story. Thank you, Simone. So we're going to go to Jana now. So if you want to bring yourself off mute, babe, and I'll spotlight you. Go for it.
Thank you. Hi guys, thank you so much for letting me share. I feel really, really honoured to be able to hop on here tonight. So girls and gentlemen, I know there's a few guys on here. When I found this, I too was really, really lost. I wasn't just lost in my mummy role, but I was really, really lost in my work role. So I was working full time. I'd been with the government for 10 years. I'd just gone back to work after my second beautiful baby. So I've got two gorgeous boys. And at the time, my youngest was 11 months and my oldest was only 3 years old. So I didn't think I was looking for something. I thought I was doing what I needed to do. Both my parents were in the work, working as I was a younger child. And I just thought that's naturally what I was meant to do also. But very quickly I started to get sick. Run down physically, emotionally, mentally, and I had the guilt. I was missing my little boys, these two little things that I created with my husband, and neither of us was getting to have any special time with them. So something needed to change, and lo and behold, this opportunity came a knocking or presented itself. And being in the government, I was very skeptical and whatnot, but I jumped in, and it was the best thing I ever did because I lost myself. I couldn't even tell you how I liked my eggs back then. I didn't know what I liked, what I disliked, and I didn't have any, well, it felt like I didn't have any friends or community. And what I got from this business, let alone anything else, was so many beautiful relationships. And I no longer wanted to hide. So this gave me the avenue to leave that full-time job, to pull my kids out of childcare, to be a stay-at-home mum, which I never envisioned doing. For a lot of people, that's what that was their dream, to be that stay-at-home mum. For me, it wasn't. But once I had those two little people, everything changed, everything pivoted, and I wanted to be home with them. But my husband worked hard and I didn't want to not be contributing. So this gave me the avenue to still contribute to the family. And what it helped me do is really the self-development. I keep generally hiding back behind someone else's achievements, whether it be my job or my children or my husband. And now that's my next big step, is to really come out and shine. And I know so many women out there that, may not think that they want to or have that ability to, but to be able to step forward and to really shine brightly and to help other people, duplicate that process. So the community for me and the friendships and that journey, and to be able to be with my biggest reward, which is my children, has been the best blessing for me. So thanks, Kira.
Thank you. It's so true. I think as mums, we're just multitasking. We're trying to do it all. And in the process, we really lose our sense of self, and we forget what we love and what lights us up. And we forget how to fill our own cups first so that we can be even more to our family and to the world. And this is certainly a journey that allows women to do that, to not have to have an excuse to do that. It gives us the financial ability to do that, but also just the community raises us up into our most magnificent self. And yeah, there's just so many benefits personally that comes with that. So we're going to go to Jackie now, which is one of the women that I actually started this journey with. If you want to bring yourself off mute.
Hey. Hi everyone. I'm excited to chat with you all tonight. I started this about it's pushing 4 years, over 3.5 years ago, and first just started the program that Kira created just to get some health results. I've got Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid condition, and needed some help. Had some good weight loss results, helped with my mummy brain, and helped relieve some of the anxiety that I was having. So I thought I better find out more. I actually remember wondering if it was one of those things and being a little like, oh, not sure, but was so glad when I gave it my all. And took a closer look. For me, it was just to pay our grocery bill, which I know isn't sexy at all, but it made such a difference. And being able to tick that off in my first couple of weeks was I hate to say it, but it was life-changing for our family. We lived rurally, and it was so expensive to eat well out there, and we were making that choice for our family. Fast forward this, 3.5 years, and I had one baby at the start, and I have added 2 more, or we have, didn't do it on my own, added 2 more wildlings to our family. And before having kids, I was a school teacher, but I haven't had to return to teaching, and I've actually resigned officially and let my registration go because, I found something and a way that could fill my cup on all those levels. It meant that I could contribute to the family, could become almost the main breadwinner in our home, and we're halfway to retiring my husband, who's a muso and wants to follow his passion and be able to live that out instead of working in a job that he has no love for. And I've been able to do all of this, help other women do the same thing, all around my wildlings. Some days it's very messy and not glamorous at all, but then other days I get to put makeup on and do my hair and get to do this sort of thing. So it gives that balance. It's my link to sanity when mum life is pretty crazy, and I feel so blessed that I've been able to do it. Thanks, Kira.
Awesome. It's so nice to have something to be passionate about other than just our kids at times. As much as we love them, it's so nice to have something for ourselves that lights us up and makes us feel human. And yeah, it's just so cool that so often we have to make choices around kids based on our work and income, and just for Jackie to be able to, have her babies and not worry about that is amazing. And I should just mention, this is definitely not just a team of mums. We just happen to have mamas sharing on tonight, but we have a lot of young, gorgeous goddesses who are able to travel the world and live their dreams now before they have babies, because the income really gives them that freedom and ability to do so. So we're going to have another story now from Erin, who has also been with me right from the start and really gave me a lot of courage and confidence in the beginning. Hey, Erin.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Kira. So, yeah, I started my journey going on 4 years ago. I started about the same time as Jackie, and I'm a mum of 3. So I've got 3 young children. They're 6, 4, and 2. So I'd had my second baby, but I was struggling a little bit with my health. So I found out about the products and the program, and I had really great results. So originally I really just wanted to share that side of it, but then I found out a bit about the business, and I was really excited. I'm a very determined person. I could see that this could be something that could really change our lives, but at the time I was running a traditional business with my husband, so I really didn't have any spare time to take something else on board. But I believed in this. I could see that this was something that could be really amazing for my family, so I really just started to work it in around my life and my kids. And I had always been working really hard. I'd never had maternity leave because I was working in my husband's business so much. So it did mean that my children spent a lot of time in daycare. It meant that we weren't always able to focus on the children, but I built my business basically in my spare time in the evenings instead of watching the Kardashians. And it took me about 15 months to get my business to the point where it was basically a 6-figure income. So for me, I know there's no other way I could have created something like that, especially given that it was around my kids, around everything else I already had on my plate. And in the meantime, I'd also had my 3rd baby. So my life is totally different now. When I first started, I was really shy. I could barely talk to anyone. These days, I get to travel a lot. I get to work with so many women. We also get to take our children on amazing holidays. So for me, this is so much about empowering myself, but also what I can create for my family. And now having that as something I can pass on to other mums to show them that this is really something that they can create and change their lives, and that they can really achieve whatever they want from this. Because I think sometimes I see mums and they're stuck in that, daily grind of just taking the kids to daycare, going to work, coming home, cooking dinner. But there is another way that we can really free ourselves from that and be able to have those experiences and spend more time with our children. So that's really why I love it so much.
Thank you. So I've been able to be on this journey with these gorgeous women, and for me, I started as a stay-at-home mum. I'd been a stay-at-home mum for 8 years, and I absolutely am so fulfilled by that role. It is my most important job. I'm super grateful, so I'm definitely not casting a shadow on that. But that was all my life was about, and there was a small part of me inside that was lonely and a bit sad and down, that I wasn't doing something for myself. I wasn't lighting myself up other than, being everything for the kids. I wasn't filling my cup first. And we also had a lot of financial challenges in our life at that point. And my husband was working 70 hours a week in our traditional business, sometimes up to 70 hours a week. And even when he was home, he just wasn't switching off. He was gone every breakfast. He left the house at usually 4 a.m. and he would often get home at 8:30 after the kids had gone to bed. So he would really miss out on them. And, I felt like really I was doing single mum life, Monday to Friday at least. And so there was a lot of pain for me there. I was lonely. We were stressed financially. It was having an impact on our relationship. And so when this came into our life, I was so shy. I was so introverted. I'd really lost myself in the mum role. I really struggled just to talk to my friends, let alone thinking that I could do a business like this. But because I had so much pain in my personal life around my highest values, which were family and time with family and, having freedom, that just gave me that little bit of courage to at least take a look, to at least take one step outside my comfort zone. And the beauty of that is just this incredible community of women who support you, raise you up, who are willing to believe in you before you believe in yourself. And they hold your hand and take you on the journey one step at a time. So it just made it a lot less scary and a lot more achievable. And I just set the goal of what if I could just make $1,000 a month? That would really make a huge impact to our life. And within the first month, I personally was able to achieve that. Just like Jackie, it's like you nail, the grocery bill, that's taken care of. It's no longer a stress. And I thought, wow, my confidence just grew that little bit. And if I can do 1,000, maybe I could do 1,500. And literally month by month, I just slowly climbed that ladder until now I'm making an income that is beyond my wildest dreams. We were able to retire my husband from his business within 9 months of us doing this business. And we now work from home together and raise the kids together, so he doesn't miss those breakfasts and dinners and sports, and he gets to skateboard the kids to school. But I can honestly say the greatest impact of all is finding my voice and finding my power again and really stepping into my potential. And every year that goes by, I'm stronger, I'm so much happier, I have so much more joy in my life, so much more freedom within, which is just a much happier place to be. So and we get to share that gift with so many other women, which I must say is just the emotional revenue of that is just incredible. Every day is just such a joy when you're working with so many gorgeous women. I just want to leave you with, I had a lot of reasons why not to do this. The women that you heard had a lot of reasons why they shouldn't do this. We didn't have the time, we were super mums, stressed out, busy, already juggling it all. But if you don't have the time, that's why you need this, to create more time freedom in your life. If you don't have the money, well, that's a no-brainer. That's why you need this, so that we can help you ease up that burden in your life and help you create that extra stream of income. And if kids is your excuse, honestly, I get so much more present time with my kids today. I get to create magic moments with them because we're not stressed financially. We have the time freedom to be so much more present for them today. So your children are a reason why to do this business. And if it's self-belief, I promise you that will be the greatest gift that will come, and we will believe in you before you believe in yourself. So thank you so much for joining us tonight and hearing our stories. We're not looking for everyone. We're just looking for people who are ready to make a change, and life doesn't change unless you're willing to change. And, we want to link arms with you and help you create, your dream life and everything that, and really just help you step into your potential. So if that's you, just reach out to the person who sent you this link. And yeah, we're just here to have a chat. Absolutely no pressure. So thank you guys. I hope you have an incredible evening, and we will see you again next Monday. Thank you, everyone.